Hello, and welcome to climbingwithphonics.com channel podcast. In today's episode, we're focusing on essential tools for assessing and tracking student progress, particularly for those with dyslexia. I'm your host, Dorothy Bokor, retired special education teacher, administrator, and adjunct professor, and most importantly, a parent who taught her dyslexic son to read 50 years ago. I was trained and mentored by the legendary Nina Traub, and many of the materials I'll be showing you today were developed with her guidance. First, let's discuss Miscue Analysis. This involves observing and noting the errors a student makes during reading. For instance, if a student reads pony as party, it indicates they might be guessing based on the first letter rather than decoding the entire word. Such patterns help us tailor our instruction to address specific challenges. Next, we have the sequence chart, a checklist of phonics skills ranging from basic letter sounds to complex vowel patterns. By tracking which skills a student has mastered, we ensure a structured learning path and can celebrate their progress. Regular reading and spelling checks are also vital. These can be simple 1-minute fluency readings or weekly spelling tests based on recent lessons. Consistent assessments help us adjust our teaching strategies effectively. The Harris Word List is another excellent tool. It's a graded list of words that helps determine a student's reading level from pre-kindergarten through 8th grade. By identifying which words a student can recognize, we can better understand their reading abilities. The Wechsler Individual Achievement Test, WIAT-III, measures academic strengths and weaknesses across reading, math, written language, and oral language. Now I'd like to expand on the prior information. The Miscue's test you can find in the Climbing with Phonics manual consists of 152 words, many of which contain phonograms, including some nonsense words. The student reads aloud from their own copy, while the tester documents any miscues, errors, on a separate recording sheet. It's important to remain discreet when marking mistakes. Try to do so unobtrusively next to the specific words being read, as visibly noting errors may cause anxiety for students who are sensitive or concerned about their performance. During testing, avoid correcting the student directly. Instead, provide gentle encouragement, such as, "Great, continue on to the next one," to maintain a supportive and confident atmosphere. Once the assessment is complete, transcribe the student's miscues onto the sequence chart. This chart helps identify decoding and encoding needs and becomes an integral part of the student's Individualized Education Plan, IEP. The sequence chart serves multiple purposes. It guides lesson planning and intervention strategies. It provides a framework for documenting student progress over time. It aligns directly with the Climbing with Phonics lesson sequence used in both the software and the manual workbook. It reflects a progression that is consistent with the Orton-Gillingham approach. Here is an example of an IEP goal informed by data from the sequence chart. Louis, when given Orton-Gillingham lessons 4 times per week, will be able to read, write, and spell words containing short and long vowels, consonant digraphs, and all consonants. Initial results from the Miscue's test are recorded in September, with a follow-up assessment conducted in February to measure progress and reevaluate student needs. These results, both the miscues and the sequence chart, become part of the student's IEP documentation. They also provide critical insights into whether current interventions are effective. Remarkably, in cases where the correct intervention is not applied, students may repeat the same exact miscues even years later, highlighting the need for precise, data-informed instruction. This comprehension-based miscue assessment is designed to help educators and parents identify reading challenges, tailor instruction, and document student growth. Each miscue, when recorded next to the correct word, helps identify patterns in phonological awareness, spelling, and decoding skills that require focused instruction using Climbing with Phonics resources. What is an IEP and why is it legally required? An Individualized Education Plan, IEP, is a legally mandated document developed for each child in the U.S. public school system who qualifies for special education services under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA. The purpose of an IEP is to ensure that students with disabilities receive personalized support tailored to their unique learning needs. Each IEP must include present levels of academic achievement and functional performance, PLAAFP, measurable annual goals, specific special education and related services, accommodations and modifications, progress monitoring plans, transition plans for students 16 and older. IEPs are developed by a team, which typically includes the student's parents or guardians, special education teachers, general education teachers, a school psychologist or educational diagnostician, a district representative, when appropriate, the student themselves. The IEP is reviewed and updated annually to adjust goals and strategies based on the student's evolving needs and progress. Importantly, all these assessments contribute to creating individualized educational plans, IEPs. An IEP outlines tailored goals and strategies to support a student's unique learning needs, ensuring they receive the appropriate interventions and resources. A miscues test and sequence charts are both available to you in our manual at climbingwithphonics.com, along with a group test and some more individual tests in every area of reading, spelling, and vocabulary. Remember, effective assessment and tracking are key to supporting our students' reading journeys. Thank you for joining us on Climbing with Phonics.